Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk, thinking right out here in the lab. What do I do for you? I'm about to wrap this lesson up. This is the fourth session, part four of the lesson. This is going to be entitled Religion and Yoga. I got you. Got something for you. Let's go. Right is a 25 rules to live by. Storytelling. Story with a message. I put the message in the story for life. I call them life lessons. You tune in and receive them. I appreciate your numbers telling me that they checking your concepts out. I appreciate you. I need the views. That's right. Subscribe too, please. All right. Right thinking mission, and that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment by any means necessary. Right thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers do just that. Know thyself. So I put in the work to give you the information and the thing that you need to do just that. Tune in, get your practice on. I got you. Let's go. Do you know you? That's the question we talk about. Know thyself. There's five kinds of people. One of them are you. If you know you know where you stand. If you ain't satisfied where you at, tune in. I can help you with that. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard that. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. You teach them. That's what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. A person who knows not and believes that they know, waste of time. Avoid them. They're dangerous. I do. A person who knows, but knows not that they know, okay, they're asleep spiritually. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. And to my yacht, be true. I'm about to wrap this fourth part to this lesson. I had a series of the path of yoga. Now I'm going to end up with right thinkers. Let's talk about religion and yoga. I got 1.5 pages to read, so I'm going to get to this. It shouldn't take too long, but it's the combination of the four lessons just to wrap it up. Yoga and religion. Yoga is the practice of mental, physical, and spiritual disciplines which lead to what? Self-control and self-discovery, aka knowing thyself. How? By purifying the mind, body, and spirit. I told you, the mind for God, pray, the body, physical workout, take care of that. The spirit is the meditative state that you go into to commune with your higher self, not to talk, but to listen. Commune meaning you're communing, you're listening, you're taking in. That's what this is all about. And if you do those three things on a day-to-day basis, something will change. Something in you will change. Yeah, Kundalini, serpent power. Okay, so as to discover what the deeper spiritual essence which lies within where every human being and object in the universe. In essence, the goal of right thinking philosophy or yoga practice is to what? Unite or yoke one's individual consciousness, meaning you got to think with the universal or the cosmic consciousness, higher, God, complete. Therefore, ancient Egyptian religious practice, especially in terms of the ritual and other practices of ancient Egyptian temple system, known, here we go, as Shita Neder. This is my thing. I keep telling you. I just call it right thinking because I put my twist on it. But it's my she taught another philosophy from the ancient Egyptian concept. So I don't make it up. I don't just know I got concept. She taught another, and what that means, the way of the hidden supreme being, the way of God. God is hidden. We're going to teach you how to know him. Supreme being can be recognized. Why? This may be it may be termed as what? A yoga system or Egyptian yoga. They call it the Egyptian mystery system. Why? Because to the invaders, we didn't teach them what we knew. So to them, it was a mystery. For us, I'm a Mason. It's a mystery what we do behind closed doors to those who haven't coming in. So I understand that. Now, In this sense, religion, hear me now, in its purest form. My name P-Funk, that means pure, uncut. When I'm giving knowledge, I'm giving you pure. I'm not cutting it. Religion, yeah, I put the cut on it. That's my concept. You know what? So you got a 3 on it to me. In your yoga system, as it seeks to what? Reunite people with their true original sense. God, the spirit in you is of God. The memory that you have of itself, no, you got to put it together, heart, mind, coherence. So watch this. Since religion and yoga have the same goals, I told you, they both on the same track. But at a certain point, one go that way, one go that way. When you separate God from man, you're going the wrong way, conceptually. Watch this. You have the same goal, but use what? Different terminologies. Sometimes there is confusion between those religious people and the practitioners of what? Yoga, who do not understand the deeper meaning and the goal of the seemingly different forms of what? Spirituality. You say this, I'll say that. No problem. Now, in fact, watch this. Religion and yoga can be practiced together, since religion is simply a yoga system which uses deities to convey the mystical wisdom for spiritual enlightenment, while most yogic disciplines use what? Explicit terms to bring forth the teachings. They use different terminology to get the same place. So they're supposed to do the same thing. Again, synonymous. But when the authentic practice of religion, here we go, is examined closely, it will be found that yoga disciplines are at the core. Yeah, it started out that way, but then it parts ways. That's my point. Now, here we go. The disciplines of yoga fall under 5 categories. Again, they are yoga wisdom, yoga of devotional love, yoga of modern meditation, tantric yoga, and yoga of selfless action. Within these categories, there are subsidiaries. I read that already. We already know about that. Okay, moving on. So watch this. So the practice of any discipline that leads to oneness with supreme consciousness can be called yoga. Right? Think philosophy, yoga. Okay, that's why. If you study rational reflection upon the teachings, you are practicing yoga of wisdom. I did this too. So this is going to be a quick lesson because this is just a reiteration of what we went through. So I'm going to read through it. Watch this. Now, you practicing yoga of wisdom. If you're meditating upon the teachings and your higher self, you are practicing yoga of meditation. If you practice rituals, which identify you with your spiritual nature, you are practicing yoga of ritual identification, which is part of what? The yoga of wisdom and the yoga of devotional love of the divine. If you develop your physical nature and psychic energy centers, you know what that is, you are practicing serpent power, kundalini, or Uranus yoga, which is in part of Tantra yoga. Now, if you're practicing living, my favorite, according to the teachings of ethical behavior, selflessness, you are practicing yoga of action, aka Maya. But you have to do this in your daily life. If you practice turning your attention towards the divine by developing your love for the divine, then you are called a devotional yogi or yoga of divine love. The practitioner of yoga is called a yogini if he's male, yogini for female. And one yoga has to develop into what? Many disciplines, which may be used in integral fashion. Watch this. Now, therefore, the aspirant or the right thinker should learn about what? All the paths of yoga and choose the one that suits them the best and live balanced. That's how it's done. Enlightenment is the term we describe what as higher levels of spiritual awakening. If you know who you are, you have been enlightened. You have knowledge of self. You know thyself. And it means what? Attaining such a level of spiritual awareness that one discovers what? The underlying unity of the entire universe, as well as the fact that the source of all creation is the same source from which the innermost self within every human being heart arises. That means God is in every one of us. It's up to each one of us to figure it out for ourselves. That's the key to life. It's not a mystery. It's a learned process that you can do. Wrapping it up. As one can ascend, watch this, to the top of the house by means of what? A ladder, or a tree, or a staircase, or a rope, to what? So a device are the ways of means to approach God. These are many ways to approach God. Putting yourself by any means necessary. Watch this. It means to approach God. And what? In every religion in the world shows one of these ways to get to God. Every religion is showing you how to get to God. Just putting their spin on it, putting their twist on, like I put my spin on my knowledge and understanding of Shita Netta and Semi-Tawi. It's right thinking. Why? Because I put my spin on it. So every religious concept puts their spin on it and call it whatever they want. Wrapping it up. All forms of spiritual practice are directed towards what? The goal of assisting every individual to what? Discover the true essence of the universe, both externally and physical creation and eternally within the human heart as the very root of human consciousness. Thus, many terms are used to describe, here we go, and to attain the goal of what I call spiritual enlightenment and the eradication of spiritual ignorance. That's how you combat ignorance with knowledge. Some of these terms are, here we go, wrapping it up: enlightenment, resurrection, salvation, King of heaven, moksha, or liberation, Buddha consciousness, one with the Tao, self-realization, and my favorite, to know thyself. That ends the 4 lessons of our concept of the path of yoga. Hope you got something out of it. Hope you enjoyed it. I got more for you. That's it for my yoga lessons. Thank you.